So, day 2 of our adventure. Day 1 was not all that productive gold-wise, but we sure had a lot of fun. And it was great laughing at those crazy people jumping in the water. But day 2 here, and we're going to go down to where we found those claim jumpers dredging on my claim. We're going to investigate what they were doing, what kind of messes they may have left for us, and Bryson and Polly are doing it again. Suiting up and jumping in the water, seeing what they can find. I'm gonna bring my metal detector down so I have something to do while they're being crazy, but I'm basically just down there to laugh at them. Who's that?
There's nothing to laugh at.
Say something silly.
Dan Hurd.
So that's where we're going down there, and we're gonna walk upstream a whole lot, but right there at that bedrock is one place I think that Polly and Bryson can do well underwater. Might be the outside corner, but there's really nice looking cracks going down into the bedrock there. What a beautiful spot. Hey Paul, will you carry all my gear too? This is actually my first time down to this side of the claim in this area. Bryson and Polly came down here last year when the claim jumpers were giving us problems, but my health was such that I couldn't make it down the hill. Luckily now, after the heart surgery, I think I can hike up. I think. It'll be a slow hike. And I get to see this side of the world. Woohoo! Down here, you can see over there, those are old Chinese tailings. Probably an old Chinese rock oven here. Might be something more modern that someone created, but there's a good chance that's an old Chinese rock oven, especially with all the Chinese tailings all around. And here we are on the most gorgeous river in existence. And those two are drooling about that bedrock right now. Wow. I love it. I'll be detecting this bar and looking at what kind of damage the claim jumpers did. And those boys, they're jumping in there. Time to pull out the detector. See what I find. And of course, as always, I will be using the Gold Monster 1000 for detecting today. If you'd like to get one of your own, check out the affiliate link in my description for Calico. So those two are off the rockers, that is. About to jump in the water and see what they can find on the other side. Me, I just found my first signal. My first signal that shows it could be gold. Right there. I had to go back and grab my pack because I need digging tools. Very big signal, right down in that hole somewhere. Ah, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Old tin can. Very big signal. So how's the water?
Everything is shrinking. Oh. Bryson doesn't notice it though.
He's already there?
Yeah.
It just keeps getting purtier and purtier. Now, if only I can find some gold. Bryson's calling me. I wonder what he sees.
check this spot over here. It's so awesome.
So yes, Bryson has found some really jagged bedrock. That's perfect for detecting.
There's so many spots for nuggets to fall.
Nice. Good spot for even just panning here. And look at the old Chinese tailings on the other side. Wow. You know they hammered that inside corner big time to have those kind of hills of tailings.
I get vertigo when water goes in my ears. So I'm always dizzy when I'm doing this.
I got a signal. So there's a really nice sounding signal. Right there. Probably another tin can, but I can't pass that up. Let's see what it is. Well, just another piece of aluminum. Old Chinese hand stack like that. You know the old-time miners just pulled out millions in gold. Well, I'm not finding very much. Well, that's not true. I'm finding a whole lot of tranquility sitting on this beautiful river. And some beautiful scenery. I am finding lots of aluminum garbage with the metal detector, but no gold. And by the sounds of it, the boys upriver aren't finding it either. Still having an amazing day, even if we don't find the gold. Though I would like to find one piece. We lost Polly for a while. Bryce and I were upstream and we're like, have you seen Polly? I haven't seen Polly. Have you seen Polly? No. We looked all over the place upstream and still couldn't find him. So we decided to go back to, base camp, and there he was. He somehow snuck past us both, and he's over there sniping, and he just gave us a thumbs up. So I'm not sure if that just means he's okay, or if that means, hey, I found something. Bryson's going over to find out. Bryson just said Polly's finding flakes down there. Now, we weren't able to find much evidence of the dredgers where they were working, but obviously this is one spot. They were dredging down in here. Here's the rocks they were pulling out. It's filled in with sand since it's been 6 months, but that's definitely not natural. That must be the rocks they pulled out of the hole. They could have been dredging out there. There seems to be more of a hole out there as well. But looks like probably right here. The water was up at least a foot or more when they were here dredging. If you want an update from the claim jumper dredgers, the ministry has dealt with them, removed their mining license, and I don't know exactly what else, but I was told that there were consequences and they were dealt with. The boys just yelled picker, and I see Bryson coming up with the snuffer bottle. They found us something. Woohoo! Much more pleasant to look downriver where the sun's not glaring and you get to see the green water. There are so many stories on this river, this claim even, that sound the same. I have a friend who had the claim upstream, and he said he panned all day long, found basically nothing. And then in, I think he said 4 or 5 pans, he pulled out 7 grams of gold. And then nothing again. There's a story on my claim by the previous owners who worked a crack in the canyon, and again, nothing all around, and then in one crack they pulled out 7 ounces of gold in one day. The stories are all the same, that the gold is concentrated in little pockets, and if you don't find those pockets, you don't find nothing. Good English. And sounds like Polly might be on a pocket. He's getting flakes, and he just pulled out a picker, Let's hope there's a nugget in the future. He's down there somewhere.
After several hours, I found my first piece of gold.
You find something, Polly?
Found 2 pieces of gold in like, how long were we here for?
Probably been here for 2 hours.
2 days.
2 days, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In a total of like 6 hours, only 2 pieces of gold. It's good, it's just, there's some good cracks that I saw too, but they're just too deep. And then unfortunately, this is the lowest the water gets, so it's like, I don't know.
Yep. Yep, that's prospecting.
Take 2.
Polly just pulled out his snuffer bottle and his GoPro. There's something down there. This creek is so loud I can't hear what he says. But he's definitely found something. He metal detected up higher, and then he brushed everything down into the water where he can see better. Just down in the one crack, brushed it down in the crack, and then poked his head way underwater, and came up excited. Here he goes, underwater again. I'm glad he's finding stuff. And hopefully I can get his GoPro footage so I can put it in here in the video, so you can see what he's getting. So Paul and Bryson just came back with not the nicest smiles on their face. Paul, what do you think of this river?
To be honest with you, this river is the most fast, violent, unpredictable cold river I've ever had to snipe in. And for sure, I thought I would find more gold than I did, but honestly, I've just gained a lot more respect for Mother Nature. I mean, around every corner, every rock you move, you're faced with a new problem. Like either tons and tons of silt, tons of concreted rock that you're trying to pry open, you can't make any movement, just slipping and falling and sliding downstream, dropping your equipment, fighting the cold, ripping open your fingers, and just it's non-stop trying to calculate. It's no wonder those claim jumpers had to camp here. There's a lot to plan and navigate to work this river, but overall, I'm happy I came here, but it's not over yet. I'm gonna have to convince Dan for me to come back again and really try to find some big gold.
Well, the boys went upriver to check out another crevice. They are braving that cold water very well. I didn't really have it in me to do another hike all the way upriver, so I'm just sticking back here, checking things out, metal detecting the beach, but really just relaxing. I'm definitely going to include pictures of the gold I found high banking, and they'll be right here. And since I know everyone always asks for something in the picture to show scale, here's a full-size elephant. I joke because this gold is actually quite small. I hope to get some good pictures of Polly's gold that he found to include. If so, you'll see them right now. Here's Polly's gold, found underwater sniping. And let's throw something in here for scale too. Here's a giraffe. This has to be one of the most picturesque claims I have, so I really hope you enjoyed our adventure here. And if you did, please leave me that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. I have hundreds of more videos on YouTube, and there will be hundreds more in the future. Big thanks to everyone for watching, and an extra big thanks to my patrons for your support. If you'd like to learn how to support my channel, head off to patreon.com/Dan Hurd. I hope you're all having as good of a day as I'm having. And until the next video, everyone. Bye.